anyone, and I mean anybody, knows a dynamic that's similar to these two, please let me know. Please let me know. Please give me recommendations, because I don't know why. I do not have the skill of being able to find a book that's similar to the book I just read. I cannot tell you why. I will always try to do that. I'm like, oh, I read a book. I want to read a book that's just like it. I can never find it. So if you, and yeah, obviously there isn't going to be a book that's exactly like this, but just either the dynamic, or just like Charlie. If anybody knows books that like that, please let me know, because I want to read it so bad. For those of you who don't know, Book Lovers is a novel by Emily Henry starring Nora Stevens, a shark of a literary agent. She is a career-focused woman. She's a city woman, and she has pretty bad luck in relationships. For whatever reason, all her past exes have left her, broken up with her for like a small city girl or something like that, just pursuing, a quiet domestic life when she wants to stay in New York. The story is her and her sister slash best friend Libby going to visit the town of Sunshine Falls, which is the setting of the best-selling novel by one of Nora's authors that she works with. And there she happens to run into Charlie Lastra, an editor at a different publishing house, where the first time they met was over the book Once in a Lifetime, about Sunshine Falls, and he didn't like it, but obviously she loved it and she knew it was going to be great, but he didn't want to edit it, and they just started off on the wrong foot, but they just keep meeting in Sunshine Falls. Things happen. It's a bit of a rom-com, but there's also like more plot that's just focused on Nora and her sister without there being any romance. For Emily Henry, she's so popular in the genre because of that. I've read Beach Read, and have I read any other ones? And People We Meet on Vacation. And yeah, it's never just like, oh, it's just a romance. There's always some other plot going on that makes it refreshing. This video isn't going to be very long, with it just being a contemporary romance. It's not saying a whole lot. It's not making a commentary on anything. Obviously, the very clear point of like, women are all different. Like, you don't have to be one certain kind of woman to deserve love and affection. Like, you can just be yourself and you deserve it in that right. Yeah, women are not a monolith. I'm just gonna talk about the few of my favorite parts of the story or aspects of it, and just the things I appreciate about it. But I will say, obviously, since Charlie Lastra is my favorite character, Emily Henry being not just focus on romance is nice to read when you're reading a contemporary romance, but I would kill for more Charlie Lastra. I would kill for his POV. I would just, if it was all Charlie, I would be happy. But it's still good. It's still a 5-star book. I'm not being a hater. I'm just saying I would have loved way more Charlie. Emily Henry, if you see this, please write like a little novella or something just in Charlie's POV. Please, I'm begging you. Anything, please. Firstly, I would like to talk about Emily Henry's brand of spice, for lack of a better term. The First Kiss, super good. And then 172 and 173. I'm not going to be reading it or anything. If you've read it, you know what I'm talking about, and like you can look in the book. I'm just not going to be explicit here. So just to show it, all but one line, all but that line, everything's underlined. And yeah, I'll just for proof. I didn't do this the most recent time I read it. When I was reading it and I flipped to this page, I literally had to stop and just look at it, because I was like, seriously? But yep, I did. And it just goes to show that her brand of spice is quality without doing too much, and not saying that if it was more explicit I'd be complaining, but I'm just saying that this is very good and very well done. Another part of the story that I really liked was Libby and Nora are able to have a conversation about their mother, who passed when I believe Nora was 20 and when Libby was 16. Nora kind of just takes on this natural position of always wanting to take care of her sister and making sure she's okay, because their father wasn't in their life and it was just them and their mom, and then their mom died suddenly. So Nora, being the oldest, really felt like she or really wanted to just make sure that her sister was always going to be okay and secure no matter what. Nora definitely has like an anxiety disorder, because she's always worried about everything, right? And Libby is able to be like, I more than appreciate and love you for everything you've done and how you've taken care of me. But they're both grown women. She has 2 children. Libby is pregnant at the moment, and she's just like, our mom gave you more responsibilities than her kid should have had. She made you act like the parent. She made you seem like you were just as responsible, if not more, than her at certain times. And when Nora hears that, she's like super confused because she's like, what? But Libby, being younger and being more of a witness to what had happened, it makes sense, and it was really refreshing, and it was nice to read something like that, them being able to have this like interaction in this conversation. Because whenever you go through anything with anyone, but especially when you have siblings, and especially in my case, I'm the younger sister and I have an older sister, whenever you go through anything, there's always going to be a different in perspective once you come out of it. So these two being able to have that conversation, and it kind of freeing Nora in a way. Libby being able to be like, you don't have to always watch out for me and always make sure I'm okay and always put me before you. Like, you need to prioritize yourself and live your life. And it's really cool that they were able to have that conversation. But yeah, like I said, this was a short video, and my biggest takeaway from Book Lovers is that no matter how hard you've worked to be where you are, no matter if you believe that you have to continue to work hard to maintain everything that you have, obviously hard work and having a work ethic and caring about what you do is important. But even if you've had to make sacrifices, all these different things, you don't have to continue to do that. You don't have to continue to sacrifice. You don't have to continue killing yourself with working as hard as you are to get what you want. No matter what it is, no matter how impossible it seems, no matter how unrealistic it seems, if you believe that you can get it and you believe that you can do it, you can. Why not? So often in the story, Nora's like, oh, I can't, when she's more than capable of being able to, but she's always coming up with a reason of why she can't. But it's like, she's coming up with a reason. No one's telling her these things. She's just coming up with it. So it's like, why can't you have everything you want? Why? Why not? Have you read Book Lovers? Did you like it? Is Charlie Lastra also the love of your life? Please, once again, if anybody knows a character even similar to Charlie Lastra, let me know, please. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to see more of me, you can check out my music channel and my original music all under the name of Shy Fighter. Like if you want to like, subscribe if you want to subscribe. I don't know, do whatever you would like to do, and I will see you when I see you. Farewell. Charlie Lastra is the love of my life. He is.